Welcome to this week's podcast. We're so excited to have you. I am Sara Lyman, and I'm with
Lana, and we are excited to have Chris Stimson from Wachusett Mountain. He's going to talk to us about a bunch of things, but mainly the fall events, maybe get a little into the skiing, talk about some of the changes up there. So take it away, Chris.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. This
Absolutely.
is so fun.
Absolutely.
There's definitely a lot going on at the mountain, so definitely excited to talk about it with you guys.
So first, before we get into it, talk to me about you.
Okay.
So how long have you been there? Tell me about the family, a little bit about that.
I've been at the mountain full time for about 6 years now. It is my family's business, so there's definitely some history. I've been around the mountain my whole life, grew up there skiing, did the race team, did the extreme team. And then I went off to Vermont for college and then lived in Colorado for a few years and then came home in 2019 and started my full-time gig at the mountain.
like a total skier's life right there. That is like a total skier's dream.
You got to do your time out west before you come back. But.
What's the extreme? You said the extreme.
It's since evolved, but it was the terrain park kind of program where you go and hit jumps and go crazy in the park. Yeah, that's sort of what I do.
What did you go to college for?
Actually, recreation and tourism management was my major, so it worked out great.
That's interesting. Yeah, stay with the family. Okay.
It's like the family biz.
All right, so tell us a little bit about what you're doing right now up there.
Yeah, we have our fall events. We're in the middle of our fall events season. Coming up next, we have Boo Fest, which is our kind of spooky Halloween festival. And that's the first weekend of October. Okay. And then after that, we have the Ski Swap and Apple Fest. The Fall Food Truck Fest is very popular. We were just recognized by USA Today. They do the top 10 fall festivals in the country, and Apple Fest was rated number 6 on that list.
That's amazing for this area.
I know. And it went up against fall festivals all over the United States. So.
Wait a minute. Like United States and you're number 6.
Number 6.
For the Apple Fest.
Yeah. And so we're actually a little bit worried that we're going to be too overrun with people at this thing.
Right.
So we're telling everybody that all the other festivals are just as fun as Apple Fest. That one definitely gets the most hype. Everybody knows about Apple Fest, but
tell us what's in Apple Fest, though. That's the attraction.
There's just more vendors than any of. We have tons of little craft vendors, and we do the sky ride. We have live music. We have all sorts of contests. We did apple cider donut on a string last year, which was a hit with the kids. So that was really fun.
I've done that at birthday parties before.
Love that. Love that. But you always seem to have good weather for your festivals.
We hope so. We've definitely had some bad weather festivals where we have 10 people show up.
Great. It's so great.
Yeah, we dial up the fall colors for the festivals. We turn it to 11.
So do you find that is the biggest one, is the Apple Fest for you guys? Or
that's definitely the most popular.
Okay.
But once the colors start changing, which I think they're just starting to go now, that's when everybody wants to come out. The sky ride, we run our chairlift, so people can see to ride and to see the colors with that, which is a great option.
That's run during the week?
Not during the week, just during the weekend festivals. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Last year we went and we hiked up, and then I rode the skylift down, which was super fun, you know. So,
but the other big project is we're actually building a new chairlift to the summit right now. So we're running one of the intermediate chairlifts for festivals. But brand new 6-pack chairlift is getting constructed, which is going to be open for December in the ski season.
Are we on target?
We are on target. Yeah,
that's a
huge investment. I just saw the top of it the other day.
The top terminal is just about done, and then they're going to start work on the building at the bottom and the bottom terminal. It's really cool to see. The Doppelmayr, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but it's an Austrian company that manufactures ski lifts for everybody, and you have to get in line behind Vail most of the time. Yeah. But we were able to sign the deal last year, and they started construction basically as soon as last season ended. They started taking the old one down. So.
I was in the parking lot when the helicopters were grabbing. That was pretty impressive.
Such an exciting day. Yeah. Well, they did 2 helicopter days. One of them was just to pour concrete for the tower foundations. And then they came in a couple of weeks later after the foundations were all set and brought each tower in individually and set them all up. It was amazing to see that.
That's a feat. So that's a great change and shift for the mountain and the ski time. Anything else changing as far as lodging or anything else?
That's a huge investment for us. So the old lift has been there for 30 years. So it was definitely time to upgrade. There's been some talk about a new skier services building, which is basically the learning center and ski school would have its own space and more space for the kids when they come in from their ski lessons. So that's most likely going to be our next step. Obviously, nothing's been signed or they haven't broken ground on anything yet, but I think that is our next step for the base lodge.
There's so many families that go up there in the wintertime.
Oh, we're so lucky to have it.
Unbelievable in our backyard. And when I talk to people on the lifts, I always say, oh, so where are you coming from? I'm just thinking they're coming from, around the area. They're driving quite a ways away. Let me ask you this. I heard this on the lift last year on the race group. There was a gentleman that told me that it is like one of the top racing mountains because of the amount of people that come for racing, because we have night skiing.
Yeah, night skiing is a big part of it. I think what he's talking about is the NASTAR starts, which is the National Standardized Race. Is that it's a nationwide kind of racing program. We do the second most. We did the most a couple years ago. We do the second most starts behind Deer Valley in Utah, which is pretty impressive for a mountain of our size.
That's super impressive, especially for Massachusetts.
Absolutely. I mean, the biggest thing we have going for us is we have 8 million people within 1 hour of Wachusett Mountain. So, I mean, it's just one of the most accessible ski areas in the country.
It's pretty impressive when you say that number, because I've been up there and I used to think, oh, I'm never going to get a parking spot and stuff. But you have the system really well set up. When you see the parking lot stuffed, you actually get there and you're not really waiting in your line to get up
and
there.
even if you have to park down in lot 3, I mean, the shuttle bus, it brings you right to the front door. I know people get upset when they have to get in lot 3, but yeah, we do our best. So shuttles are very frequent, get you right to the front. So
and they do that for the festivals too, right?
Yeah. And the other thing that's cool is you can take the train all the way from Boston if you want. You can take the commuter rail all the way to Wachusett Station, and we send a shuttle there. So not very many ski areas are accessible.
That's amazing.
See, I didn't know that. That's right, because it's not far, right? So it's the last stop west.
Yep.
And what's the shuttle service? Like, is it?
You take the train all the way out to Wachusett Station.
Yeah.
It's the Fitchburg line.
Right.
And then on festival days, we'll do one in the morning to pick you up, and then one in the afternoon. I forget the exact time. But we have it all on the website. And then in the ski season, we do like kind of all day running back and forth from.
That's amazing. I didn't know that piece. That's pretty good. But I did know that there's people that come from Connecticut. They're coming from 2 hours away, and they'll actually come on their race day and do that racing. I know it's a big racing team and stuff, and it's, not just here, but I think that's pretty powerful for Massachusetts, number one, and number two, just for, right in our backyard.
Yeah. And it's a great outdoor recreation. I mean, in the middle of winter when you can't, just getting outside is so key, I think,
I grew up a quarter of a mile from a very small ski area in Massachusetts called Otis Ridge when I was a kid.
Okay.
And that's what we did every single day after school. We would just walk to the ski area and go skiing. And it was such an ingrained part of my life for so long. So it's really, really special to have it here in Central Mass, especially given how many smaller ski areas have shut down, especially in Connecticut because of the climate. You guys have really been able to persevere through that. Which is difficult.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's always a challenge every year. We have to deal with what Mother Nature gives us.
Yes.
That's part of the business. But I think a big part of it is just reinvesting in snowmaking and grooming technology. We just got a new shipment of high efficiency snow guns in. It's getting better about marginal temperatures or taking advantage of smaller windows of cold temps. But whenever it's under 27 degrees and not very humid, we're most likely pumping snow.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. I was curious about what other partnerships you have. Lana and I had the Red Apple Farm on the other day, a couple weeks ago, and it was just really great to hear them talk about their partnership with Wachusett Mountain. And we were curious, what other businesses do you locally have partnerships with?
Sure. I mean, Red Apple Farm is a great one. We have them taking over the Bullock Lodge, which is like the coziest little cider hut. I don't know if you guys have stopped there on the hill. It's the best. Talk about New England. And then we have them in the lodge as well. We have our partnership with the MBTA running the shuttles to the train station that we talked about. Lately, we've been doing some charity stuff with MGH in their FTD unit, which is the frontal temporal disorder unit. And that started a couple years ago when my uncle David got diagnosed. But we have been doing a lot of work with them, a lot of fundraising stuff. Awesome. And the Ski with David Foundation work has been really good and it's really cool. Yeah.
Wow. That's exciting. Coming back to the festivals, you have them all scheduled all the way to the end of the year, right?
So they
November?
go from mid-August until early November.
Okay.
Fall Food Truck Fest is the first weekend of November.
Yeah.
And that's the last fall festival.
Yeah.
After that, we switch gears to winter.
Yeah.
And we start thinking about snowmaking, getting things ready for the winter time. And if there's cold temps by then, we'll be making snow. So yeah, that's the early November, mid-November, and then we try to open every year by the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then you run all the way till Mother Nature allows you to maybe
try to get
April.
to April. We usually get to the second weekend of April for skiing, and then it starts to melt down on us, and we do our best to patch it up. But April's usually as far as we get.
What happens after that? Is there anything that you are doing up there? I know you mentioned you have function rooms and things like that. What happens in the early spring?
Yeah, in the spring when it's sort of a little muddy, but we have the whole lodge is available to rent. We do a lot of proms, actually. The kids love that.
My 3 older kids all had their proms there.
We run the chairlift for that, so you can ride the lift in your prom dress or your tux.
That's cool.
And we do weddings and corporate outings. We did a big corporate outing last year with their Mass Waterworks brought their whole team, and a few other big the New England. I think it's New England nurseries or something. They fill the whole lodge with plants, and
that
really
would be
cool.
super fun to see.
Yeah, there's some good ones.
Wow. So do you? I've been to a few weddings at the mountain. Is it a big turnaround for weddings? I know the proms have been very successful.
Proms have been good. Weddings aren't the most profitable, to be honest, just where we are in the market. So that's why we sort of have shifted to corporate outings in terms of our marketing. Anyway, if you want to get married at the mountain, we will happily take you.
Right.
And it can be a great experience. We got the fountain right there and the chairlift. We've had some amazing photos of the bride and groom coming down the chairlift together. So it's a great spot.
Awesome. That's super
Is that what they do at prom? They all come down?
They go up and down on the chairlift.
And they take like pictures?
Yeah.
Oh, that is awesome. That's awesome. So I guess the other thing I want to just kind of touch on is I spend a lot of time at the mountain hiking. I'm there quite often, the whole thing. Is there any thing that people need to know about that for open up, or are you combined with that, or you get involved with any of the hiking?
So that's the interesting thing. It's all state land at Wachusett. So it's we operate within the state park. All the hiking trails, the visitor center, and the auto road are managed by Wachusett Mountain State Reservation. So we get emails all the time asking about when the hiking trail's open, and we're like, that's not really us. But,
Right.
But I think they're always open. There's no real restrictions on hiking. People can go whenever they like to, and it's a great way to get outside in the fall and enjoy the weather. We always say, like, if you come up for a hike and then swing through the festival, that's a great weekend right there. Or you can
it's a great
hike
weekend.
up, like
and
you were saying.
You get a little waffle on the end, and it's perfect.
Yeah. I was curious just how the combination of hikers coming, in different seasons versus just coming in for skiing and snowboarding.
But we also do snowshoe rentals in the winter. If you're not a skier and you're just hanging out in the lodge, grab a pair of snowshoes and go check out the hiking trails. That's a good way to do it.
That's great. And I know my son is skinning. So he's skinning up the mountain, and then they're coming back down. So a lot of people are really getting active in any type of snow. But I didn't know about the snowshoes. That's really good to have. Actually, I think there was a couple of snowshoe runs that they would advertise saying, come up and join the snowshoe group. And they can show you where to go.
It's great. I mean, it's mostly contained to the hiking trails.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. You can go all the way to the summit. If we have good snow, it's a nice way to do it.
Are you seeing more of a trend towards snowboarding still versus traditional skiing? Or are you seeing more downhill skiing start to come back?
It's a good question. I still see like 50-50.
Really?
Snowboarding had a huge moment in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of reinvigorated the sport of skiing a little bit. And then twin tips and park skis kind of came around after snowboarding because skiers saw what snowboarders were doing in the park and wanted to chase that too. So then skiing kind of came back into the park scene. And this is just from my personal experience because that's what I was doing. But I think it's back to kind of balanced out 50-50.
That's so cool to hear.
I could look at the numbers on season pass sales, but we don't really collect data on like if you're a skier or snowboarder.
I was just curious.
Yeah, I've been noticing on the mountains and other mountains is actually, I find there's more skiing now than there was. It usually was overpowered by snowboarders. And I have noticed a shift. Maybe it is more 50-50 because it's not so, I don't see them all the time, but it was really dominating snowboarders.
Yeah. My son is a super avid skier and he spends a lot of time at Wachusett in the wintertime. And I was just so happy to see shorter skis come back in style because at the peak of when I was skiing my most, they were so long.
Yeah, the like 200.
Yes. Yeah. And when I saw his, I'm like, you're so tall. Are you sure those are the right size for you? And he said, yeah. But he loves coming up for the ski swap and he's gotten some great deals there. And it's just such a nice way for our community to be able to enjoy, all your stuff
and
here in
and to
Massachusetts.
get in at an inexpensive price point. I mean, skiing there's no doubt it's expensive. So we love offering the ski swap as an opportunity for people who want to try it out and don't necessarily want to break the bank.
And not only that, it's so you're the people that are there in the swap, as the same as in the shop, are so educated. And they really take the time to hear you out because, you think about how exhausted they are hearing the same, thing over and over, but they are so educated and they really want you to have a great experience. Like you even have the option for the demo. And I didn't know about that. And I found out from last year where you can go up and demo skis and then, ultimately purchase something that works out. I didn't know about that. So because I'm always so concerned about getting a new set of skis and yes, you guide us and help us, but you can actually go out and try them.
And see what you like. I mean, you can hear about turning radiuses all day long, but to actually get on the ski and feel how it reacts to you is great. And especially before making such a high level investment into your recreation. So.
And you still open up for the schools to come by, right? The kids from after school programs.
The school groups are huge for us. And it's also, like I was saying, a great way for people who are just starting out in skiing. I mean, I think it's ridiculously cheap for the kids to come with the school groups. So we love supporting that. It's basically the next generation of skiers. So
What's your favorite trail?
Besides the terrain park?
The terrain park.
I like 10th Mountain. It's a really fun one. It's got some nice twists and turns to it and some really good memories skiing down 10th.
That's awesome.
What's your favorite salsa?
Well, right now I'm enjoying this blueberry lavender, but our winter flavors, this is the other side of the family business is polar beverages. The winter flavors are coming out pretty soon in November. So that'll be fun to see. They always are creative over there with flavors.
I've been really enjoying the savory flavors that you guys have been putting out over the last kind of year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah,
which is kind of neat.
Some different stuff. I haven't heard of a lavender one before. And then they did all the dessert ones, which were kind of fun.
Dessert?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like
Key
this
lime
limoncello one.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my. What is your favorite season?
I'm obviously winter, but I like the fall as well. I like when the leaves start to change. It's really nice out there.
Yeah. So many people think that peak season in Massachusetts is when the oaks start to change, but just driving down Route 2 today, I mean, the colors, the oranges and the reds are so vibrant. It's so special.
I think it's really great having the mountain opened all year round. I think there's so much, and I think there's more and more people out and enjoying it. Yes, we went through a period of time where really that's all you had was, go out to take a walk. But you guys did a great job of getting everyone back on the slopes and, monitoring that. And I know you shifted a little bit for your time. So now you have segments of different times for people to utilize. So you don't have to take a whole day ticket, which I like because it just breaks up the day, and it also doesn't make you feel like you have to, you're not going to ski a whole day.
Right. Yeah. We shifted to a session model. It was started during COVID to try to separate people a little more. But we found that they like the 4-hour ticket because they could, like you said, come in the morning and then leave by noon, or other way around in the afternoon. But now we know people also like to ski the full day. So we offer a 4 and an 8 hour. So it's really up to you, however long you want to ski. We have the product for it. We're going to be coming back out this year with 4 packs, or it's like 4 8-hour tickets. And you can use them anytime.
That's
no
good.
blackout dates. So if you don't want to commit to a season pass and not just get a day ticket, you'll get a little bit of a discount by getting we're calling it a flex pass.
Nice.
I noticed too, there's always a good group of, I'm going to call them kids, and just to come and work for the season. So how do people get involved in that? How can they? How do you hire them?
Yeah, we hire a ton of local talent. We have our job fair in October. That's a good way. You can kind of walk around to representatives from each department, because we have tons of places to work. I mean, anything from food service to bartending to maintenance. I'm hiring snow reporters. So if you want to work with social media or in the marketing department, come talk to me.
That's awesome.
But there's so many opportunities for first jobs or just jobs in general. So I would say the job fair is a great start. And if you go to wachusett.com/employment, you can fill out the application right there.
I'm going to have Alex do that. He's been working at LL Bean, and he came home last night and he's like, Mom, I got to do something else.
And the big perk is obviously the free season pass that comes with the job. So,
but you really do well at hiring, because they're really kind. They really do a great job. So I think the kids need to understand that they can come there and see what other opportunities to go up there.
Sure. I mean, and that goes to our training too. I mean, one of the biggest things we talk about is friendly and helpful, customer service first kind of attitude. And if people can recognize that, they're going to be a great member of the team.
That's great. So, how do people find out about the fall festivals? Tell us how to find you, where you're located again, just in case people are watching and don't know.
Yeah, we're right here on the border between Westminster, Mass. and Princeton, Mass. You can go to Wachusett.com for all the info on the events and the winter coming up. Wachusett.com/events if you want to get more specific, and check out our Instagram page. We have tons of good stuff on there. A lot of update videos about the chairlift project. So there's a lot of construction on there right now.
Yes.
Some really cool stuff. You'll see the helicopter video. And
the social media that the mountain's been doing has been fantastic. And throughout the season as well, the ski season, they're always giving a quick little update of what the conditions are, because you don't really know. It could be slushy at your house, but the mountain might be doing great.
Right.
So I think you guys have really kicked up with the social media.
That's my main job.
Yeah, I'll give you a little.
You're doing
good.
We just like to have the information front and center. If people are going to come out and ski, we want them to know what it looks like up there. So
it's great. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate you coming. A lot of great information, but I think also great spot to go hang out in Central Mass. So try to check out the fall festivals. Again, it's Wachusett.com/events for specifics, or just go check it out and do a little hiking and go from there. So wrap us up, Sara.
I am Sara Lyman with the hometown team located in the North Crabben region, and thank you for joining us today.
Great. And I'm Lana from Coldwell Banker in Leominster. Please subscribe. Let us know who you'd like to see on our podcast. If you're interested in coming on, let us know. But we hope that you subscribe and take a look at our other podcasts. Take care. Thank you.